Hey, it's Stacy.
Hey, it's Hannah.
And this is
The Debrief Sesh, episode 40.
Damn, 40.
40 is big.
We're getting close to 1 year anniversary.
Is it?
Because it's end of March now. We started June? End of June? Mid-June? もうすぐじゃん?
確かに。
Yeah.
あと3ヶ月. That's crazy. I feel like we just started for some reason.
Okay, I don't feel like we just started. It's even just been a while. But
Really? I feel like we kind of
But,
just, like, to think that it's almost a year is
確かに
crazy.
It doesn't feel like 40 TBH.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Anyways, pre-brief. BTS new album / free concert.
Yeah.
Big news for the K-pop community.
Yeah.
They've got big news in general, I think.
Yeah.
People were waiting.
For
It's,
their comeback.
yeah, 4 years, I think. Because, I mean, they needed to do their military service, all 7 of them.
Yep.
So, ちょっとバラバラだったし, they all did their solo stuff, they did
Yeah.
some collabs, whatever, and then now they're back together.
Yeah. Because that's 3 years, だっけ? The
Service?
Service.
It's service is, I think, 2 years
2
mandatory.
years?
Yeah.
Wow, all these like bands are coming back this year.
I know. So many comebacks this year. Good.
Yeah.
Very highly anticipated Arirang, their album.
What does that mean?
Arirang is like the unofficial like national anthem.
Oh.
So it's unofficial in the sense of like it's like a folk song, I think. And then Arirang itself doesn't mean like any particular thing, but it was like a song that came out of like Korean struggle, like through like colonization, through the war and all, etc. And it's just like, I guess a song that reunited Korean people. So it's like very meaningful.
Yeah.
So like the fact that I think their album is like it pays homage to like Korea and like their background and like their culture and stuff. But I think it's also a sense of like it was used within like the Korean diaspora of like it's like wherever you are, like Korea is your home, みたいな. Which is like kind of meaningful to BTS because I think that they are so global and they like spend time overseas and whatever. But like in the end, I mean their first concert, the free concert hosted by Netflix, was in Seoul, in Gwanghwamun Square, which is huge. It's a huge public square, and it's like right. I think like above it is the Blue House, which is like the White House equivalent in Korea.
Yeah.
That's like a big, like, meaningful area too. They shut down the whole thing. Did you see a picture of the whole concert venue? Holy fuck.
So many people, too.
It's like, as if like the New Year ball, like the New York New Year's ball drop.
Yeah.
But just a concert.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
But the concert, like, stage is like at the front. Everyone else, it's just, what are you watching? って思ったけど like, I wonder if there were screens. There had to be, right? To show the thing. Otherwise, like, what the fuck are they watching?
Because the stage also wasn't like an arena
No.
stage or anything. It was literally just like they're there.
Yeah. It was just like, it's vertically long. So if you're just like in the back, like, what the fuck are you watching?
見えない
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure. I mean, I don't know what kind of setup it was, but I'm sure it was enjoyable.
Yeah.
Apparently, so 22,000 people were invited / like they got this like quote unquote golden ticket from Netflix. But the city announced that around 40,000 people is estimated to have actually shown up at the square. According to Big Hit Entertainment, though, around 100K were there. Like, the way that they calculate it is different, and people are like, wait, which is it? What the fuck?
まあそれでもすごいけどね。
何にしろすごいんだけど and then also Netflix did a live stream of the concert. And I don't know what the actual numbers are, but it was estimated that around 260,000 people in total were all viewing this concert.
さすが BTS
すごいよね
Yeah.
Dude, the amount of fucking PR, the amount of like effort that was put into this, the money to just like shut down that whole square for this concert, and the whole concert was so like well produced. すごい and they were like passing out free stuff at the venue too around there. I think all the cafes and like everything surrounding the thing was kind of like purple theme or like BTS kind of theme, like going along with it.
いやけど韓国はもう I bet they were just like so happy with this comeback. もうすごいもんね。
すごい and I think that I watched the concert this morning. So it was done yesterday, and I watched it on Netflix. It was
Yeah.
like an hour long. To be honest, I didn't really listen to the whole album like that much. I mean, it was only released like 2 days ago from this filming. It's not the kind of BTS songs that I usually like.
Yeah.
I like their old like popish songs.
For sure.
But I mean, they pretty much explicitly said like we want to be like true to ourselves. Like we want to show you a more like mature and like evolved BTS.
BTS.
So
Yeah.
I have a feeling that like this is almost like a statement album where it's like, well, moving forward, they have nothing to prove, TBH. Like, they've already kind of made it to as far as they can go. Like, they're globally known now.
For sure.
And it's like, I think now that they're just gonna make music that they want to make, regardless of, you know, if it's the most, like, top charting hit or whatever. Because I think, like, Dynamite とか Butter とか, I mean, they performed it at the concert, and 正直 that was when, like, 一番盛り上がった. For me, too, because obviously I know those songs.
Yeah.
But I think, like, this album was more, like, statement songs. なんか、ちょっと experimental, more artistically creative, probably. So, まあ、それはそれでいいんじゃない?
Yeah. I listened to the whole album a couple times, and yeah, there wasn't, I mean, Swim I really liked. There were maybe a few that I was like, oh, I like it, but kind of catchy. But there wasn't like a mic drop みたいな, oh shit, this is BTS みたいな曲はなかったから. But did you hear the one song that's like number 26 or something, number 62? I forgot the title.
Okay.
But it's a number, and it's silence, or it's like a bell. Just 本当に bell, one ding, like ding みたいなのが1分30秒みたいな。2分とか。No, it's just the sound of a bell. And nothing.
What does that mean?
It's like a, なんか RM was talking about it. It's like a huge like bell in Korea, and you have to be chosen to be able to like ring this bell. I don't know if he was chosen to do it, but なんか there's a whole meaning behind it. And なんか in the middle of the album, it's just like one ding みたいな。それも結構なんか very artistic. And そこからアルバムの曲もなんかこう変わっていくっていうか、
なるほどね。
またちょっと違うよ風な音楽がこう、it's like set up that way or something. But
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I mean, one of their songs that they performed, like 2.0, it was like very explicitly saying like, I don't know who they were trying to call it. Maybe it's like metaphorical, but they're like, oh, like you thought you could be the top of the top, but we're the top of the top.
誰のことだろう?
Firing shots. I don't know who though, because no one's even really close to that point, TBH right now. There was also like a clubbish vibe song called F.40. It was more like jump, jump. I like that song. They also performed that one. But yeah, all in all, it was good.
But like again, like we were saying, BTS はもうさすが BTS っていうか、もう stage presence, their performance, like they're so in sync. まだ K-pop をちゃんとしてるのが、that's what I really like about them. Yeah.
They could have easily, I mean, sorry, not sorry, they could have easily pulled a Blackpink and just been like, okay, whatever, like we're all so successful as solos, like, you know, but this reunion really felt like it was purposeful, like that they wanted to do this first of all, like they're not like forced by their will, like, you know? And so, yeah, the performances were really good. Like, I felt like a true concert. So I'm happy that they were able to pull this off. And I think they already announced like tour dates too.
Yeah,
right?
they did. I'm not sure when Japan is though.
Me neither. I don't really follow. Yeah, I never really went through a big BTS phase.
Me neither.
Yeah.
I didn't go through a BTS phase, but I went through a Guku phase during like COVID.
Yeah, I know.
That's when
he sent me so many fucking TikToks, and I was like, hey.
That's when he like, you know, dropped his solo album and stuff, and I was like,
he got tatted.
Oh God, he's so hot.
No, he's hot. Yeah, he's hot for sure.
Yeah, live stream とか普通に見てた。Yeah.
って感じです。Anyways, main topic.
Yes.
We want to talk about green flags in men.
Something positive.
Something positive. Yeah, we've been a little ranty these days, as we always are, which I'm not going to apologize for, but ちょっとね, need a little more positivity in my life.
Yeah. Let's be positive.
Let's focus on the positives for once. But yeah, we were like thinking back on all the things that, you know, are green flags, or that we notice are green flags, or like that turned out to be green flags.
Yeah.
But one of them is I really think it's a green flag when a guy is like low-key type A clean freak. Because I think like a guy who likes their space being clean or like has a particular way or whatever and like can keep things tidy and has that as a preference, I can kind of relax.
Yeah.
Because I know that I don't ever have to like clean up after them. Yeah. Because more often than not, like when they're like a slob, like oppositely if they're a slob, it's like I always have to clean up after them. I
Right.
always have to tidy up. I always
Or
have to
like
be the
tell them
one.
これやってあれやってとか
Yeah,
さ
yeah.
言わずにやってくれるのが
そう。
Yeah.
Like oh sorry, go ahead.
No, and it also just shows they like take care of themselves.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
Like they're a proper adult.
Exactly. Like they are.
Like they can live by themselves.
So. But like going off of that, also like taking care of themselves. Like I like it when a guy can cook and like can cook for themselves. Like I don't know, it just shows they're healthy, like they're into food, they have a good taste for food. 逆にさ、マジでなんか食に興味ない人とかいるじゃん。
いる。
Like they just eat for
I don't
the
understand
protein
that.
or eat for, you know, and eat the same thing every day とか。For me, that's just like not, I don't know. That
怖いです。
ちょっと嫌だから逆に一緒に作れるとか、なんか that, you know, at the end of the day, like let's cook together. What do you want to cook? Like send each other recipes とか、そういうのいいなって思うし。
Yeah.
So when he can cook, I'm like, green flag.
True. I also, when I cook for him
Yeah.
or like for us, and then like there are dishes,
Yeah.
like without saying anything, he'll wash dishes. That's always a green flag.
Yeah.
But also like, I don't know why, but majority, like 9 times out of 10,
Yeah.
the guys that like I have cooked for in the past, like including boyfriends and stuff, like for some reason, I don't know if it's like mandatory education or what, but like they will always, like the one thing that they will always do is wash the dishes.
Wash the dishes.
Like they can be a slob, they can be like not do anything else, but like washing dishes, like katakuna ni they will
絶対
do.
やってくれる。
Yeah. So I'm like, I mean, thank you. Like to
I feel like growing up, that's like the only chore parents make you
Maybe,
do.
yeah.
まあ、not the only chore, but like that's そこから始まる気がする。
maybe
Okay,
that's
dishes
like
みたいな。
the first base, like the first step. I don't know, but I'm always like, I'm sure like an ex-girlfriend or their mom or some woman in their life probably told them like, 絶対皿は洗いな.
洗いなさいと。
And I'm just like thanking the women in their life. Like, thank you.
結構多いよね。Like when you cook, like someone does the cooking, someone does the dishes みたいな。
確かに。
なんか that's kind of like a base.
Yeah. やってくれることはめっちゃ嬉しい。
嬉しい。
Yeah.
I've had a guy that like even went out of his way to after we were done doing the dishes, like he would be like, okay, give me the towel, like I'm gonna wipe it down and put it back into your, you know.
wow.
I'm like, oh, そこまでやってくれるんだみたいな。Yeah.
How does he know where things go?
Well, he'll like ask me,
okay.
and I'm like, oh, there みたいな。
いいね。
I was like, いや、すごい、そこまでやってくれる人は、ね。
Yeah.
That's another level.
確かに。There was one guy though, like he would wash dishes, but he would only wash dishes that were like easy to wash. Like, like let's say I
big
use like a
plates?
frying pan. Frying pan was it?
最後こう置いとくみたいな。Oh,
別にいいんだけど、なんか言いづらいよね。
別に良くない。もう最後までやれって思う。
I'm like, それは洗ってくれるんだ。まあ。Thank you.
一番嫌なやつじゃん。一番 like your hands get oily. Like それを
It
やってよ。
reminds me, that's like the equivalent of the guy who's like, なんか割り勘全然いいよ。俺の方が多く出すから。But it's like 1000円 more. It's like, oh, thanks.
Thank you. おもろい。
Thanks, I guess. みたいな。
けどさ、自分のやり方とかある？そうやって。
Washing dishes は別にないけど、washing dishes は別にないかな。
Like cleaning とかさ、like sometimes like やってくれるのは本当ありがたいんだけど、sometimes like you kind of have your own way of things. And I'm like, なんかたまにこう直したりとか
Oh,
する。
really?
例えば、also green flag, like laundry とか。This is kind of like going along with like chores
Want
of
someone to
house.
do our fucking housework?
やって。But like a guy slept over and he like made my bed
Wow.
and folded the PJs and like ここなんかこうきちんとやってくれて、みたいな。例えばsame guy was also like, oh, like, do you need help with the laundry? Like, do you want me to fold it with you? とかさ、なんかそこすごい、なんか気使ってこうやってくれるんだみたいな。
確かにそれめっちゃ嬉しい。
Yeah.
I actually on the contrary, I also too like whenever I sleep over at someone's place, like I always make it a habit to like fold my clothes, even though I know they're gonna put in the laundry.
Yeah.
It's like just like to show that I'm not a sloppy
Yeah,
person.
yeah.
So when they also fold their clothes before they leave, I'm like, oh, okay.
ありがとうみたいな。
チェックマジでそう。逆になんかぐちゃってされると、もう二度と呼ばないと思う。fucking slobs. Have some respect.
なんかね、綺麗にも、even though it's just gonna go straight into the fucking laundry.
Yeah.
なんか
The principle.
Yeah. ありがとうみたいな。
ね。I think on the same kind of similar line of like 気が利く人, like 気が回る人, I really like it. Like for example, if we're out and like I'm holding a bunch of things, like let's say I have like my phone in one hand and like a drink in the other, and like I'm shopping and someone gives me a bag, like I want them to like take things out of my hand without me having to be like, hey, ちょっと持ってくれる? もちろんちょっと持ってくれるで持ってくれるのも嬉しいけど、なんかもう先々言わなくても
やってくれる人。
そう、they like notice those things. Or like if like we're eating and like my glass is empty, なんか水がもうなくなってたら、なんか先に何にも言わずにもうくれるとか。
もう周りを見てる人だね。
そう。And it's not just me. Of course I want them to do it to me, but like if we're in a group and like they do it to everyone, I'm like, めっちゃ気が低い人だなと思う。なんか嬉しい。
それはそう。なんかみんなのことを見てるっていうのがいいよね。
Or like 一言さ、なんか寒とかって言ったらさ、it's not like I'm expecting something, but if they're like, 着るとか、なんか just offering, it's like, 嬉しい。Thank
you. さっき言ってたけどさ、like, when you're in a cab and like you leave and he checks behind the cab and like look for なんか忘れ物してないか、like それも同じだよね。
そうね。
ちゃんとこう周りを見るみたいな。like make sure like you're okay, everyone's okay, do we have everything? Like 優しい。
It's such like dad behavior.
Yeah.
Which I really like.
Yeah, 確かに。
like such like legal
do we have everything?
guardian.
みたいな。
Yeah, そう。めっちゃいい。
確かに。
I think it's also a green flag when they try to give you the best thing or like the best part of something. For example, when you're in a train, let's say there are two seats open, like one seat is like at the corner and then one seat is like next to someone else. Without saying anything, like they'll be like ushering me to sit on the corner or like the better seat. Or like if it's like food, let's say there's like more croutons on like other side of the salad, they'll like give me more croutons without saying anything. Or like they'll always try to give me like the better thing. Or like there was one time when I was like at a restaurant with my ex-boyfriend and it was like an ocean view restaurant, so it was like a really nice place. And like without me mentioning anything, he was like, oh, like you should sit on this side. And it was the side where I could see the ocean view, and the other side that he was sitting on was like his back to the ocean view. And I was like, wow, that's so nice. Thank you.
優しい。
Yeah. なんかそういうところめっちゃなんか、なんかI would want to be with someone who always offers the better thing because then I also want to offer them that back.
お互いどうぞどうぞし合って。
そう。お互いね。
お互い。
そう。
そっか。でももう、それはそう。But it's like, I don't know, that's just like so gentleman behavior. Like, I hope my boyfriend is like thinking about me and is like...
まあでも I think one of the tricky things is like I tend to be very Japanese and like for example there was like one seat left in the train and I was with a guy and I was like, oh, like you should sit, and he was like, no, you should sit, and I was like, or no, he offered first and I was like, no, you should sit, and he was like, okay. And I was like, あれ
そこはよくない？
あれここ日本あれ One more round じゃないんだっけ
You just again with the one another ちょっと欲
あれ一
しかったんだ
回
ね。
あれI was like, oh, okay.
ご飯の残り、like 最後の食べ残しみたいな。
そう the
And then you're
last
like, the
bite.
last bite, everyone's like, which one's gonna eat it? And you're like, you want it? He's like, sure, I'll take it.
Yeah.
It's like,
Okay. Sure. いや別にいいんだけどちょっとね、もう一回。
難しいね、女子って。
なんかね、
Yeah.
we don't really mean it.
No.
We always want you to offer.
Yeah.
最終的にね、もう一回ぐらい聞いて。
いや、じゃあ逆に聞くなってことだよね。
まあまあまあ。Or like, 例えばさ、その、if we both order like a drink at a bar and like the drink that I ordered tastes worse or like his tastes better and I say that, he's like, okay, then let's switch. とか、なんか変わってくれるとか、or like food とかも、なんか、oh, I like yours better. Oh, okay, then we can switch とか言ってくれるとめっちゃ、oh my god って思う。
いや、そういう時さ、一回言われたのね。I always feel so bad.
What?
I'm like, you don't have to do that. Like, I ordered it. It's my responsibilities.
It's my duty to finish this.
Yeah, like, I was the one that ordered it. Why do you have to, like, you don't have to switch ってめっちゃなる。
本当
Yeah, yeah.
But then I think like they offer because they want you to have the better thing.
Yeah.
They want you to enjoy.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. マジでなんかこれ妄想でしかないじゃん。I'm just imagining shit at this point. Fuck.
We're like, こういうの欲しいな。こう
いいの
いうのいいな。
They begin like, la la land.
Green flag.
悲しい。
悲しい。おもろ。
まあでもたまにいるよ。なんかその if they know that I like something, like, 例えばなんか I really like I don't know, like プディングめっちゃ好き or something, and like they order that because I like it. Or like if there's like two things that I want from the menu, they're like, okay, じゃあどっちも食べよう。なんか残したら俺が食べるから。とか言ってくれるとめっちゃなんか、I feel like so spoiled right now.
けどそうね、全部こうオファーしてくれる人とか、考えて行動してくれる人、だよね結局。
本当にそう。なんか全部その欲しいものを与えてくれなくても別にいいんだけど、与えようとする姿勢、
そう。
the attempt is really attractive.
Yeah, that's so true.
Yeah. Like I'm not asking you to actually, you know, do everything for me. But when you offer it, it's like that itself is very such a green flag.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm wondering like if it's the opposite though, if they're constantly like 大丈夫大丈夫とかさ、like
大丈夫ちょっとうざいけど。
like oh you want this you want that とかさ、それもなんか変に I feel like that'll be too much
確かに
って思っちゃう。Yeah, it has to be a good balance.
確かに大丈夫ちょっとyeah I'm fine みたいな、oh my god mom みたいな感じになるけど、まあそうね、なんだろうねlike I don't want them to like worry about me, or I don't want them to treat me like a kid necessarily, but I want them to なんだろうね、
but like そうね、まあ again it's just like balance I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know the answer to that.
It's okay.
Another thing is, I really like it when they brag about me to the people around them.
True.
Like, I had a boyfriend at the time that I was dating, and he would tell his like coworkers and his friends about me, and like when I would actually meet them or like when I would hear from like, you know, someone who knew them, like they would be like, oh, like so you're Stacy, like oh yeah, I've already heard so much about you, like I heard like he always tells us like how great you are, like oh like I heard that, you know, you have cats and like you speak English and like you're like 超エリートでめっちゃ言ってくれるよみたいな、めっちゃ自慢してるよ、なんか I feel so proud.
Yeah, it's a good feeling.
そうなんかoh, this guy is like unafraid to brag and like show me off and like to be, you know, like compliment me in public.
Yeah, for
is
sure.
like such a good sign because TBH, I was like trying to look back and like think back to our guy friends. Not many of our guy friends do that to like what the ones who are dating people.
Yeah.
Not many of them do that about their girlfriends.
Yeah. Like not brag, but like
or just like say genuinely like straightforward nice things about their partner, like without being like jokey or like without being like weird about it.
Yeah.
There are a bunch of people who not just our guy friends, but like guys in general. There are a lot of people who will like kind of low key talk shit or like kind of talk a little bad about their partner. I mean, it probably has a way to vent, but it's also like if you're the one dating them, like I don't want to hear that.
Yeah. They jokingly will be like, "Oh yeah, she's like that." とかさ
Yeah, or like, oh yeah, the old ball and chain みたいな感じで言われるのはなんか普通に友達としても I'm like, dude, don't say that って思うし、if I was their girlfriend, I'd be like, the fuck, like, you know? だから逆に when they're like, no, like unironically being like, yeah, no, she's so great みたいなこと言うと I'm like, oh my god.
いいなってなるよね。I think it's so easy to like not speak or say those positive things and 逆にlike you said, jokingly, like, talk shit とか、なんか、obviously they're not being for real, but like, to like make fun of them とか、I think that's such a norm, but when they say like, あ、こうしてくれたんだよねとかさ、いいでしょとかさ、sometimes you kind of want to hear those things. It's like so sweet. We had a guy friend that was kind of like going on and on about why he likes her, and we're like, sticky.
That's really, yeah, such a green flag. I'm so happy for your girlfriend.
Yeah.
なんか本当にいい人だなって思ったし、I think that is actually so much more attractive than like anything that you can do. Like, I think to someone who's like Buddha, like, それをさ、なんかかっこいいって思うの、なんか思われるのは、I mean, you're already booed up. There's only so much you can do. But like you being like a faithful boyfriend or like a good boyfriend slash husband or whatever, like that is the most attractive thing that you can do as a man for then on.
Yeah, for sure.
So just do that.
Yeah.
って思う。
なんか照れ隠しなのかなそうやって、なんか。A lot of people kind of talk down, you know? But I've also had, like, you know, my friends being like, oh my God, like, you know, he says how much he likes you, like, all the time. Let's say we're not dating yet, but we're kind of in this talking stage. And they'll like, I don't know, maybe they told my friends, like, I really like her. And they'll be like, dude, he was saying he likes you. Like, oh, like, he was talking about me like that? めっちゃ思う。
なんか素直に嬉しい。
あ、そう、素直に普通に嬉しい。Yeah.
I think another thing is I really appreciate it and I think it's such a green flag when they are 100% on my side. Like I know that no matter what I say, like 一旦味方になってくれる人。For example, like it's kind of like a us versus them mentality. Versus like people, because there will be some guys who like ちょっと張り合う人, which is not bad, but it's like that's not what I need. You know? I want someone to like uplift me. So like when I was like dated my first boyfriend in Japan, he like saw me going through this like interview process through this like company, this like big company, and I was like really nervous about it. It was like my first real interview, and I was like, oh, どうしよう, like I'm kind of nervous. Like, what if it doesn't go well? And he was like, just show them like you're Stacy. Like just show them like who you are. And if they can't see that, like then like sucks for them. Like then they're stupid. ぐらいなんかめっちゃ強く言ってくれて. So it's like even if you fail, like it's no big deal だし、なんか they don't even deserve you. ぐらい言ってくれて, I was like, you're right. 危なって思って。
確かに。
そう、なんかそこまで別になんか it's like so overkill teenage, like of course, you know, but the fact that he can just say that and like just be on my side for that moment.
When they're like, fuck him, you know, and you're like, yeah, fuck that.
そう。なんかすごくそれは嬉しいと思ったし、逆に I was like, oh, like whatever happens, like I would 100% want to be on your side と思った。
And like that goes for even when you're talking, let's say, shit about something, and like TBH, it's なんだろうな, it's a little controversial, or you know
it's
you're
like a little
out of pocket. It's like not that serious, but you wouldn't say it to like everyone. You're saying it to the guy, and they don't correct you, or they don't like make you feel bad for saying that. They'll be like, honestly, yeah, when I'm saying like very out of pocket things, and they don't like judge me for it. They'll なんか受け止めて、they'll be like, yeah, I feel, yeah, I can get along with that みたいな言ってくれる人も嬉しい。
嬉しいし、なんか I think especially starting this podcast, like it really makes it clear who has like a devil's advocate fucking mindset and who is just like genuinely like supportive of like no matter what we say.
True.
Because like I mean I will clip parts of this podcast specifically so that it will get enough views, gets enough attention. So like sometimes the way that we say things, the way that we edit things is like out of pocket. Like it's more controversial than like we originally intend. But like it's entertainment, you know, like.
But that's also because we're clipping literally like the 5-minute story of, or we're clipping only 1 minute of the 5-minute story.
Right,
so they're not getting the whole context, obviously, in these clips.
だし、なんか the way that, especially for me, the way that I say things, like I try to like add like 20% more than like what I originally, or what I want, 20% more than what like I would actually think. But otherwise, like it's not fun, you know? I can't just be right all the time. Like I want to give hot takes. Anyways, but then there will be like a really distinct difference between people who literally will like have no qualms about being like, that's a bad take. Or like, I actually don't agree with that, blah, blah. It's like, that's totally fine. Your opinion is your opinion, but like, you don't have to fucking tell me like, what's up? What do you want me to do with that? Like, correct myself? Like, I don't really care. So I'm sorry, but って思うし、but then there are other people where they're like, oh my god, なんかあれやばかったね、みたいな。They'll just like have fun with it because they know that like
they don't like なんだろうな even there's people who are like, dude, I saw that clip, lol, that's such a funny take, and they talk about it. I don't agree with it. That's like fine. That's a good conversation. Like I want to hear your opinion, but when someone's like, honestly, that was so like such a bad take, period, I'm like, okay,
who the fuck asked for your opinion though, you know? It's like you could have really just kept that to yourself. And I feel the same way about like if I'm like, you know, not bragging, if I'm like bitching about like work, or like if I'm like saying something about someone else or whatever, I'm like venting, and they have to be like, but you know, like you should really think about blah blah blah, like まあまあまあみたいな感じで言われると、I'm like まあまあまあじゃねえよマジで just fucking agree with me. And then like I know when I'm out of pocket, I know when I'm saying like really, you know, stupid shit, like just trust me enough to be adult and just be with me in this moment って思う。
まあそういう時はもちろんあるよ。When you want to talk about like そういう I don't know, like to have that kind of conversation. There's times where that's necessary. But then like when you just want to rant and like bitch about work and to talk shit, it's like, let me be. Stop being like, but are you sure you want to say that about them? You never know what they're going through.
It's like, why don't you just blah blah blah? Like, I don't want a solution. I'm not asking you for a step by step of how to fix my life. I just need you to listen. Just listen to me, please.
そう。
God.
だからそのなんかジョークとかも when they just can fully understand that it's this time is to just agree with me. That's the best.
That's why this is going off of that. I think it's such a green flag when they openly and like honestly laugh at my jokes, or like when they laugh a lot about what I say, like even if it's not a joke, if I'm like kind of jokingly like over exaggerating my anger, or like really venting and like putting the theatrics on it, and they can laugh about that, and like I feel so safe saying anything because they know that I'm not being 100% serious, right? So, like, they can like find the joy in like what I'm trying to say.
It's always such a like Debbie Downer when you're like having to over explain yourself to be like, no, that's not what I mean, like, you know, and then give more context to something.
Or if they try to be like holier than thou and try to correct me, I'm like, you know nothing. I know everything. なんかこれとかもさ、
そう、もうこういう関係だからしかも。
そう。
Yeah. I know everything. It's like, there. Yep.
それをなんか笑ってくれる人はすごくいいなって思う。
そうね。確かに。
Also, I have cats, as you all know. I really think, まあ there are actually not a lot of guys, at least that I've met so far, that are like openly cat people. Most usually they're dog people.
people?
They're just fine. They just don't know that they're cat people yet most of the time. Like they see my cats and they fall in love usually.
True.
Yeah, my cats are
Your
so
cats
cute.
are so
Cats are
cute.
cute in general, not just my cats. But they'll come over and like my cats are really cuddly, so then obviously they get along, they start to like them, whatever, and they like take pictures.
Yeah.
Like they end up really liking them.
Yeah.
But it's like それはもう当たり前. Of course you like my cats.
Yeah.
思うけど but like when a guy comes over and like めっちゃ可愛がってくれる. Or like もう同じ温度感 for me, because I come home, the first thing I say, I'm like, "Tadaima!"
You say that?
Yeah, I say
cannot
that.
imagine you go, "Tadaima!"
I'm talking all the time by myself at home. And when they meow for me, I'm like, "Doshita no? Doshita no?"
Stacey can do a baby voice.
I'm always on a baby voice.
I'm shook.
I'm always talking to them like that. So then when a guy does the same thing or like has a similar like ondokan, they're like, kawaii. So それめっちゃキュンキュンする. I think that's such a green
And do
flag.
you like it when a guy can do like baby voices to kids too? これやったのみたいな。
でもなんか I would much rather like that. なんかその同じレベルで遊んでるとか、なんかそれの方がいい。
Not like, hi.
Because I'm like that.
Cute.
There can only be one person like that, you know?
Yeah. So, along with that, I think I have a similar thing, but with kids, humans. When a guy's like really good with kids, but not just being good with kids, when I could tell the kids really like him, and they're like, I want to play with him more, or like そこが一番キュンキュンする. Like that's such a green flag to me. Like any guy can be nice to kids, but like when I don't know, when there's more extra layer to that, and like the kids like want to keep playing, don't want to leave とか、なんかいいなって。
I mean, I think the same can be said for cats too. My cats are a little different. They're very cuddly.
They're very
but usually cats don't really like it when you like zuka zuka, or like when you're like so cuddly with them. They kind of want their own space. So then when someone is like can respect that, and the cats will come to them, and like they're patient enough for that to happen, then I'm like, oh, なんか本当にいい人だなと思うけど、but when they're the type でちょっとなんか追いかけ回したり、and they're like, oh my god, 全然懐かないじゃんとかなんか complain してる人見ると、I'm like, shut the actual fuck up. You can actually leave because they are so much more important than you. ってめっちゃ思う。
強。
Cats are everything.
Yeah, no, they're the sweetest.
まあでも子供もそうじゃん。Anyone can be nice to kids, but when the kids like them, it means something different.
Exactly. Yeah. それでいいパパになるなって思う。
なるほどね。So I think the theme here of like a green flag is like you gotta vet them to make sure, like you gotta confirm that they can be your emergency contact.
Yep.
Like that is the principle.
Yeah.
That is like what you should measure everything by. Like can I like rely on him when I'm like in the hospital getting a surgery?
Well, yeah.
Like if my, parents are getting hospitalized and I'm like a mess, like can he support me? まあ本当に極端に言うとそこだよね。
結局ね。
That's why like I look for like, okay, like can he take care of himself? Can he take care of me? Like does he have the mental capacity to take care of me?
Patience? Like
like does he have like, can he look at things in a wide lens? Like
all these things that we just said basically outlines those things.
本当にそう。And so like I think the older I get, the easily I get turned off because it shows me a sign that they cannot be my emergency contact.
There's like a huge trend going on TikTok. If you do like all these wives are posting videos of their husbands like doing something crazy stupid, and they're like, "This is my emergency contact."
I can't believe this is my
emergency contact.
But it's true. Like if you ever do get married, then like that person is your next of kin, not your parents, not your kids. It's your spouse.
Yeah.
That's so scary to think,
まあね。
I don't know if I can ever meet someone who I can trust like with my medical records. Like, 本当にすごいことだなって改めて思う。
普通にね。Your life is in their hands.
Yeah.
Cool. When you look at the bigger scheme of things. 確かに。But that's a good like thing to think about.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
And so like when someone asks me like, oh my God, you know, what do you think? Like, what do you look for in a marriage? Or what do you look for in a husband? Or something like that. Like, that is the first thing that I think of. It's like, can this guy support me through the worst of times? Or like the worst thing that can, like, if this world were about to end, then would I still want to be with this person? Like, more often than not, no. I'm sorry, but そう。だし、なんか、if I were to be with this person at the end of the world, like, it would end sooner って思う。Like, I would die sooner, probably.
I'd actually be more worse, in a worse position.
そう、本当にそう。
ね。で、自分ができるからこそ、you want someone to be there that can, like, also support you through all that. And it's like, 自分ができないからとかじゃなくて、
そうそうそう。
it's like, will this person be able to just, like, be my right hand? Yeah.
だし、まあなんか I also think like another green flag is like someone who can regulate their emotions well. So like I think the moment someone ever raises their voice at me, like in a fight or whatever, like even if there is, you know, like if it's a party and like we're both drunk or whatever, like I cannot, like I have seen my fair share of guys who do that, and it's just like it gives me so much like trauma and like oh, like it like fucks with my nervous system.
わかるわかる。
Like when I see a guy raise their voice,
Yeah.
especially at a woman. Like
Yeah.
I don't even like seeing fights. You know? So it's just like ugh, like I don't ever want to be involved with that.
Yeah.
ってめっちゃ思う。
And that's along the lines of that. Like a green flag for me is like もし喧嘩とか when we get in a fight, but they can kind of like put a pause to it and like read the room just to be like have that emotional like, you know, なんていうの like regulation to just be like, you know what, right now is not the time, and like we can settle this later, let's talk about it later, but まあみんなも雰囲気崩したくないしとか can read the room to be like, you know what, this isn't the time to do this, so let's talk about it later みたいなことをできる人が好き。Like thank you because you're considering us, you're considering people around us, to not cause a scene, to not ruin everyone's moods, and like, you know, that I think is also really important.
なるほどね。まあでもどうだろうな。I've never been in a like a fight, like in a public setting like that, so I don't know. But like, I feel like if I were in that situation, and if they told me, can we take a pause on this fight? I would get even angrier. Maybe that shows my emotional immaturity.
Well, I think it's because I've been like
on the receiving end
when people have been like, like yelling at me, and it's like such an uncomfortable moment for everyone.
True.
And like, I mean, one, don't yell at me, but like if you really want to talk about it, like it's not here.
Yeah.
Like we just either leave now and take it there, or like literally do not talk to me right now. We'll put a pause to this and we'll talk about it later. Yeah. To have it happen right there and then is like, there's a time and a place. って思っちゃう。
Yeah, green flag if they can handle, like, I don't know, I don't ever really want to see a guy like angry. Like, I think that scares me. There's like something that triggers something inside of me when I see like anger very visible on a person, because like I get angry too, but like I don't think I would ever like call someone like a bitch, or like I don't know, if it's a guy, like I don't ever want to call them like names, and so I kind of expect the same thing back. Yeah.
なんか大喧嘩するイメージないけどね。
マジでないかも、大喧嘩。Like, it's always like silent. めっちゃ静かな喧嘩する。
それもそれで。
それもそれで、
I hate the silent treatment.
そう。
Yeah.
でもなんか、I get really silent and then I'll be like, okay, the reason why I was angry earlier is because みたいな。なんか説明から入る。
Very mature.
I try to.
Yeah. But then it's like these guys that don't want to talk about it.
No. Or they give me the silent treatment back, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Huh?
Hello? Is anyone there? Yeah. And I'm 逆に like, it's just have all these guys that like say it how it is. But maybe because I'm like that too. Like 結構 I say things very blunt, and I'll be like, that's not chill. とか like right there and then. So I think maybe that's where it gets fiery, because they'll be like, no, but you did this. No, I did this. そこでなんか。
なるほどね。
Yeah. I need.
っていう感じで Those are our green flags.
Those are our green flags. Emergency contact.
Let us know if we've missed any. I'm sure we have. It was
Yeah, there's
really
so
hard to come
many.
up with this list. TBH.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so much easier to think of red flags.
True.
It says a lot about the landscape right now.
Because it's just like all these things we say. It's like, duh.
Yeah.
Like, as a like just gentleman things and like people who can care about you and just like, I felt kind of, I was having a hard time thinking about the list because I was like, well, yeah, that's like kind of expected.
It's kind of expected. Dashi,
Yeah.
like if it was any of my girlfriends, it's so normal. I will always give you more croutons. I would always offer the better seat. I would always, it's like all these things if they were just my friends.
Yeah.
It's such a normal thing,
Yeah.
especially among my girlfriends.
Yeah.
But when a guy does it, it's like groundbreaking.
I know.
Damn.
He did this.
Yeah.
みたいなね。まあ。
You can't have it all.
Nope. But those are green flags.
Those are green flags.
Little.
Let's increase them.
Yes. All right. Well,
We'll see you in the next one.
yep. Thanks for listening. Bye.